were thinking about, okay, what's the next level when it comes to being a lead generator? Do you really want to do that the rest of your life? Because I always thought to myself, I'm going to do this the rest of my life. But a few years ago, I had one buyer, Encore. I don't know if you guys know Encore from Flight Calls. We were having lunch in South Beach, and he looked at me and he said, do you really want to buy media when you're like, 60 years old? And I looked at him and was like, yeah, I do. But deep inside me, I was like, not really. How do you bridge that gap from lead gen to residual income? And that's where I think that Jay plays a vital role in helping regular lead gen and folks understand how to set up an insurance company, how to hire agents, and how to create a residual income from these calls that we're now selling to other companies, and they're making money and we're making money and we're happy. You ask the question, what if you own the insurance agency? What if you were consuming these calls yourself? Obviously, your ROI is going to be a lot higher because you're the end consumer. But how do you do that? Like, how do you jump into something like that? And how do you do it the right way? Because I think that is the next step, whether it's going to be creating a portfolio that later on you can sell the company if you want to, sell the portfolio if you want to, or keep it as residual and expand into different verticals or different categories so you can create your own offer. Because if you have your own insurance agency, then you can put out your own offer to publishers that you want to work with, to networks that you want to work with traffic sources that you trust and you want to work with. And now you have an offer in the market where, you're tying it to your insurance agency and making it higher ROIs. In the case of ACA, if you build out an infrastructure like this, and let's just say that it's $20, right? $20 a month, residual, right? Per month, per member per month. And you multiply that to larger numbers, let's say like 50,000 people, then you do the math. And that's a pretty nice monthly income, right? So just a matter of how fast can you get to that number, and how organized are you when it comes to business and setting up structures and processes and being on top of things. But I think that is the next step for anybody that is actually doing numbers in lead gen and wants to take it to the next step. Because I hate it when I send a call to an advertiser or buyer and they hang up my call because we're working on the buffer and they're trying to beat the buffer, whatever it is. And I love it if it was somebody on my side taking that call and actually selling that policy.